What's going on, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. Part 2 of the Tonneau Wars. This is our new baby going on the Tundra right now. We are going to do a pretty quick unbox. I'll show you some of the parts that are in it, and then we're going to put it on the Tundra. I just took off the Tonneau Pro, which took me 15 seconds. So if you're worried about time taking it on, or taking it off and putting it on, no big deal. I'm sure this will be the same way. So let's unbox it. Let's see what we got here. Big obvious box, huh? I was gonna do an unboxing, but it's hard to do an unboxing when the names are all over it. So if you're interested in this cover, I believe it's between $350 and $380. Everybody raves about this cover, so I'm pretty excited to put this on. This is apparently the king of the mountain. Okay, so in the box, obviously we have the cover. Taking all that stuff out there. Between the cover, looks like we got a little instruction action. Maybe some warranty information in here. Those. And then we have TRIFECTA 2.0 book. Looks like we have some hardware in here as well. So I'm going to pull this thing out of the box now, and we will go put it on the truck. So up front, there's a couple of anchor areas to hold the cover down, but before you do that, bring the cover up the way it comes in the box, place it on the front and line it up the way you want it across, and then fold the cover out to make sure it lines up good. I will do that for you now. Okay, so nothing is anchored down. This is just to make sure it's fitting the way I want it to fit, which it does. Lined up good. Good coverage on the back of the bed. Let's also check your sides. So there's a little bit of rail system here. There's a little bit of rail system here, so it's actually pretty flush right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this thing back up all the way, and then I'm going to go under and install the rail system, which you will see. It's little things like this that separate the men from the boys in the tonneau cover game. So one of the worst parts about the other cover was that these would always get caught up and end up putting indentations in the actual tonneau. So what this does is when you're done using it, you fold it back like this, you push it into the rail system, and it stays flush and flat, as you can see when I close it up. Nothing. Perfect. Here's one thing to remember right away. Make sure when you order the cover, if you have the deck rail system, you let wherever you're ordering from know, because it comes with a special piece, this right here, that slides into the deck rail system, and then this hooks on the outside of it to actually hold this down. Disregard these are from the Tonneau Pro, and I totally lost the little Allen wrench to get them off, so disregard. So we're going with these, and now I'm gonna install them. So this is what the front clamp would look like closest to the cab. This is the anchor right here. So once you get this in and you actually screw it in to the deck rail system, then you slide this piece over, you clamp it to the front, and then you twist it to make it tight, see? And if you want to loosen it, it's easy to take off, 2 seconds, and it actually slides through this channel. So if you were trying to adjust this, I had to adjust this a couple times to get it perfect. You can just loosen this and pull it out of the way and then do your adjustments on the piece, but it's tight. It fits the rail perfectly. So let's do the other side now. And just for reference, this is what the front clamp looks like without the anchor attached to it. And then you would slide the anchor over. You would line it up, and then you would twist this to tighten the actual top. Okay, so the cover is now secured to the bed, so the anchors are in, everything's good. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna fold it out. We're gonna give one more quick alignment check. Just make sure we're still happy with the way it's sitting. And we are. It looks good. That's what it looks like on this side. And that's what it looks like on this side, so we're even. You can do a little pulling, a little adjusting to even it right out the way you want it. Already installed the same clamps in the back and the deck rail system nice and tight. 1 and 2. Very simple. Let's see how this thing looks. Alright, so the cover is on. Now I'm going to show you how to latch this back clamp. You just slide it on over like this and then pull it down, and that's it. It's on. Same thing on the other side if you want to see that too. Slide it on over, pull it down, and on. And there you go. Here's what it looks like with the bed closed. Good seal. Shout out right there. Yeah, it's got a good bed seal. Walking around. There's still a little bit of the lip I talked about in the Tonneau Pro. I guess it's with all tonneau covers right there, but it's not as bad. This thing feels like it sits really well to the bed. So, good walk around here. Everything looks nice and even. So, let's go do our final thoughts and overall impressions. So overall, it was a very easy install, no big deal at all. It's kind of the same as the Tonneau Pro. You put the piece into the deck rail system, and that's what the clamps hook onto. It's a matter of lining it up and getting it the way you want it. But overall, it seems like a really, really high quality piece. One thing I can tell right away is that it grips down to the bed better in the back. And that is definitely huge, because the Tonneau Pro at the back, it sealed good, but it still had a little bit of, slack instead of just fully tight onto the bed. So that was definitely one thing that, I didn't hate about it, but these clamps are more closer to the rear of the bed to really hold it down and keep it tight. I'm pretty sure water will definitely stay out of this. Obviously, we're going to do reviews going forward, just like we do with the Tonneau Pro, a little interval action. Yeah, so I'll put some links down below about the Extang website and where you could buy it. But definitely, right away, I recommend it for sure. It is exactly what I wanted. This is actually a cover I've wanted for a really, really long time. When I first bought my 2014 Tundra, I was looking at this cover, but just never got around to getting it. And really excited to have it. Really look forward to talking about it and helping people if they're interested in it. And I'm happy to be the person who will decide the Tonneau wars. So some missiles have been fired, and the war is on. So I will keep you updated. If you have any questions or comments, you know where to go, right below the video, or find me on Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34. I thank you for watching.